the pain that I felt from that stone this year, at the beginning of this year, it is something I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. Like, it is excruciating. I couldn't eat. I barely could drink. It was just YouTube and Cell Squad. What to do, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we got a different kind of video, something kind of similar to what I did last year, but we have the 2023 year in review, man. So if you guys don't know, this is pretty much a video, I guess you could say, kind of series, yearly video that I do at the end of every year, just going over things that happened to me, things that I've learned, things that just really just kind of like how the video title, year in review, from content creation to life to my relationship with God, just everything, bro. Anything that's on my mind that I kind of just want to go over, I do that. So it's gonna be hopefully not, well, we'll see if it's as long as it was last year, but I hope you guys do enjoy, man, and buckle up, because there's a lot of stuff that happened to me this year and things that I've learned, and just, it's a lot, bro. So let's get into it. All right. Stronger mentally. So in this, I guess, the mental section of the video in terms of my mental state. So pretty much I've really been stronger mentally than I ever have been, honestly. If you guys don't know, pretty much before 2023 even came about, I was really not that great in the head, guys. Like, in terms of just depression, anxiety, wanting to just just check out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really in a bad place. I was in a dark place, and I think it all changed when, and this will be further into the video as well, it all changed when I applied for a job. Like, it was hard for me to find a job too as well, coming out of the cough arc of the world. And finding a job and really getting out and being around people really helped change that, I guess you could say. And then as well, taking YouTube more seriously as well, and making videos, and just talking to people help with that as well. So I'd say my mental state has been better than it ever has been, really, honestly. Overthinking, man, let me tell y'all, bro. So in this year, I did a lot of overthinking when it came to things such as content creation, really kind of every aspect of my life. This was more so at the beginning of this year, because I was kind of valuing other people's opinions and, family's opinions more than my own, and more than how I know myself and who I am. And so really, overthinking was very dangerous at the beginning of this year. There's a lot of decisions that I had made. I didn't go through with them, but in the beginning processes of certain situations, there was a lot of overthinking being done, because I was really bouncing everybody's opinions in my head on top of mine. And so it became this thing where I was really not executing on a lot of things, because I was having like this weird imposter syndrome. And I'm going to talk more about imposter syndrome more further into the video when we get to the content creation side of things. But in terms of just personal life and overthinking, beginning of this year, it was pretty rough, but towards the middle, it did improve a ton. I don't really do it as much anymore, but I will say, man, overthinking was something that I dealt with a ton this year, and I'm glad that it's over with. I'll just say that. So, but moving on from the mental side of things, we have the health side of 2023 for me. So if you guys are new to the channel and you guys don't know, at the beginning of this year, I got a kidney stone that was about, I don't know. Now listen, hang on. I wasn't good at math, so give me a second. Centimeters? Millimeters? I think it was centimeters. I think it's centimeters, right? I had a kidney stone that was it was 6 centimeters, if I'm saying it correctly. A little bit bigger than a quarter. So of course it's not, shaped as a quarter. It's not like round, but it was like that size, right? And so it happened around February, beginning of February. And how it happened was I went to bed I'd say I ate. I ate around a good time frame, and I went to bed. And when I woke up, it was. God, bro, I remember it like it was yesterday, even though it did feel like it was yesterday. So I woke up, and I woke up kind of out of my sleep, and it was like maybe like two and a half hours, 3 hours after I got initially went to bed, and I woke up, and I felt this just pain in the back side of my back here. And I was just like, because I've had a kidney stone before, right? And I was just sitting there. Actually, I got up on my bed. I was leaning literally on this wall here, and I was just like, bro, I swear, if this is another kidney stone. And so I was like, all right, let me just lay down. Maybe it's just, maybe it's just gas or something. Maybe it's just like gas or something, bro, or whatever, right? And it didn't go away, y'all. And so I was like, okay, let me get like one of my extra pillows off my bed and just like set it down here. And I'll just lay on it and just see whatever happens, right? I could not go to bed. I couldn't go to bed. And so, I I think I let a day or two pass. No, no, no. I think I let a day pass. And at that point, I went back to work and it was still the same thing. And I had to leave work early. And so um went to the ER, and come to find out they get, I think it's a CAT scan or whatever. The nurse came back. She's like, "Hey, it looks like you have a kidney stone." And I was just, bro, I was laying. I think I post the picture on the screen. I think I was laying in the hospital bed, had a IV hooked up to me, all that jazz, everything, bro. And it was bad, man. If you guys have never had a kidney stone, bro, dude, if you're not on like pain meds, if you're not on ibuprofen or whatever, it is a constant radiation of pain. It was a week and a half kind of afterwards where it just kind of mellowed out just a little bit, where I still had it, but I was still trying to push out videos, still trying to get them out, because I just didn't want to, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, bro. And I felt bad, even though I was sick. But so fast forwarding TLDR with this, this thing that happened to me at the beginning of this year, I never actually passed the stone. I know it's going to sound crazy, but so when I went to the ER and, I got the CAT scan, and, the urologist came down to my room, he told me, pretty much I had a 35 to 40% chance of passing the stone, more so 35%, because of how it was angled, in, the tube. So, and he told me that, the other option, my only options were like, to get a stent. If you guys know what a stent is, they put a thing up your thing, and then, just to ease the pain and stuff like that. And, or to go home and, try to pass it, even though it wasn't likely. And so, if you guys don't know, me and my mom, we are very spiritual. We believe in God, we believe in Jesus and stuff like that. And so, we prayed. I pretty much, while I was on my on my bed laying down, I was, me and my mom, we prayed for God to dissolve it. Considering that the stone was where it was at, and y'all listen, the pain that I felt from that stone this year, at the beginning of this year, it is something I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. Like, it is excruciating. I couldn't eat. I barely could drink. It was just, yeah. So, and I didn't pass. Well, my belief is that God dissolved the stone because it didn't come out, y'all. I haven't had any pain since March, April. And I know it didn't come out because I've had one before, and I feel that you feel it when it comes out, and you hear a little when it when it hits the toilet or whatever. So you let it out, or you piss it out, whatever. But like, that's what happened. So that's, I guess you could say, I think I had a testimony even in my last video, or my last end of year video, when it happened. But in terms of health, besides the kidney stone that I got at the beginning of this year, we've been chilling, man. I think my health is in a decent spot. It's not where I want it to be fully. I just thank God, bro. Like it really, because you guys don't know what was going through my mind when w- and I wish I kind of had this played back into the mental state part of the video, but when I got that kidney stone and I just started my new job and the YouTube channel was, picking up, steam and stuff like that, I was just like, bro, please tell me everything's going well, everything's, going smoothly, and this happens to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, every bad things happen to everybody, right? And I'm not exempt from it at all, but I was just like, dude, the timing of it, you know what I'm saying? YouTube channel's going well, got a new job, stuff like that, going back out into the world and just things like that. And but so I'll leave that at that. So moving into the next part of 2023 year in review, we have my personal life and people. So this is more so going to tackle like learning the things that I learned about people. There's really not a lot actually. It's actually like 3 bullet points actually. So for the first thing that I have, really the main point that I have for this section of the video is being careful when trying to pour into people. So with me, getting a new job and everything, and having my finances be in somewhat order. If you guys don't know, and my Discord knows this, really anybody that really knows me personally knows this, is that I wear my heart on my sleeve. You know what I'm saying? And I always want to try to help people wherever I can, if I can. And I think I kind of overdid it this year. And one of the people that someone that I watched, they were talking about this literally in their 2023 end of year review, was that you can't what's the saying, bro? If your glass is empty, you can't pour into other people's glasses or something like that. Like, and it made true, because even though I do have certain resources and certain things now that I didn't have before, I am I am working my way to being fully established financially still, right? And it kind of turned into this thing where I was more so pouring into people than pouring back into myself. Not to say that I haven't poured into myself this year. I've invested into myself a ton this year. When it comes to, you guys can tell even from like the last end of year review from 2022, from even just the setup, from camera to the microphone to the PC to just the background. Just I have invested into myself a ton this year, but as well, I think I overdid it when it came to pouring into other people more so than myself, right? Like, and a lot of times, I guess TLDR with this is like, a lot of times that can burn you out, because you want to you try to make sure everybody else is good before you even check on yourself, right? And that can go not even just with like finances or just like money. That can go with mental state, your energy, pouring all of your energy into just everything. And not to say I don't like pouring energy into people. I love doing that. I love just genuinely helping people and just seeing a smile on people's faces. But at the same time, you have to make sure that yourself is good first, bro. You have to make sure that your I guess your battery level is up to par first before you try to take down some notches to help people. Because if you're on E, you can't pour into other people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll end up just really putting yourself in a bad spot. So I would say that's one of the things that I guess I did learn this year, is being careful not to pour too much into people before pouring into myself, right? So moving into the next segment of personal life and people, I prayed for God to remove people from my life that weren't meant to be here. So I guess we can say I kind of, this is part of 2022. Not necessarily 2022, because I prayed for it to happen in 2023, so I guess it does count. There when I was in that dark place, going, I guess in the cough arc, COVID, and during that time frame when I was really in that spot mentally and just really down on myself and just everything, I didn't realize the amount of the certain type of people that I allowed to be around me, and I was kind of just sitting back and I was just thinking just last week, and I was just thinking about how, you know, there were certain people that I met online that are no longer in my circle, that are no longer a part of, just what I have going on, not even just online, IRL as well, right? And I was just sitting back and I was just thinking, like, wow, these people that I used to hang around, people that I used to, have around me, they're not a part of what I have going on anymore. And looking back and looking at how, these people, I guess you could say, carried themselves, it wasn't how I wanted to carry myself. And I seen that I had grown out of that kind of mindset, And so I'm just thankful that that happened. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into the last segment of this video, man, which is content creation. Okay, now this is kind of, I wouldn't say this is the biggest chunk of the video, but I will say that this has, I guess, the big bits. So, first things first, bro. First things first. Shout out to you guys, man. Everybody from new Cell Squad members to people that have been watching me for even when I was on because this isn't my first YouTube channel. I've had a few because I've been testing the waters with before I was testing the waters, just seeing what I wanted to make content around in terms of gaming and stuff like that. Because I did play one game specifically for a long time, which was Destiny. And I was kind of juggling in my head what I wanted to do, whether it was just focus on only Destiny content or focus on, doing, just playing a wide variety of games. And just shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, the Cell Squad, for just supporting me throughout this entire year, guys. I am grateful for each and every single one of you guys that continue to rock with me and to continue to, come through on the videos and watch them, comment, share them, just anything. I am grateful for all of you guys, bro, because there are times, man, where I'm sitting here and I it's so weird. And I think I don't know if it's God or what, but like there are times where I will sit here where I'm editing a video or I'm preparing a live stream or something or getting ready to put a short form video out on TikTok or whatever. And I will get like this thought in my mind where I'm just like,
am I good enough?
you know what I'm saying? And it happens where like I don't know if either it's a new subscriber to the channel or one of you guys comments something and it's like it kind of reaffirms what it is that I'm doing, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So get out of your head, get out of your thoughts, stuff like that. So like I said, the mental part is gonna kind of intertwine with the content creation part. So just we're gonna flow, y'all. Just let me cook. So just for again, first things first, thank you guys so much for all of your support throughout 2023, man. It never goes unnoticed. Whether it's, again, like I said, a comment, likes, just everything. It's everything, bro. I thank you guys so much. So but moving into further into the content creation side of things, and this is going to tie into the mental side. So no longer comparing myself to others. So I had this thing where I was really comparing myself heavy to other creators in terms of like just, again, like the whole thing about, am I good enough to do this, right? Like, am I personable enough? Am I relatable enough to people? You know what I'm saying? Because I see, I guess, the internet side of things, not internet side of things, but I guess I see the internet different. I don't go after trends or go after doing stupid stuff to gain clout off the internet, right? I'm more so like old school, right? Like I just prefer being genuine and being authentic with people. and just really just having conversations and just talking, right? Like I do that all the time in live streams. You guys come through to the live streams. I just genuinely enjoy talking with people about just real stuff, about just real life, real thing, like just being honest, bro. Like I just that's just something I just have become accustomed to doing. I don't just do that online, I do it in real life too. How I am online is how I am in real life, bro. Like if I were to meet one of you guys on the sidewalk, I would just start chopping it up with you, just talk about just real stuff. Like it's just who I am, bro. So like, but getting back to, I got off topic there, but no longer comparing myself to others, right? So, and I would just get into this mind state, or I guess you could say imposter syndrome, where I would just think I'm not good enough to do this, right? I guess because I'm not doing all the crazy stuff and doing all the crazy things, right? And I got better about it towards the end of this year. And I'm grateful that I kind of got out of that mind state, because really, if you're in that mind state, man, and it's not even just with content creation, it can go with just like anything where you just constantly compare yourself to others when your situation is different from theirs, right? They may have more time to edit than you, they may have more resources than you when it comes to like a team and being able to push out more content faster and being able to they may have editors, they may have this or that, right? Versus me, where it's solely me that's doing it, right? It's my creative headspace. It's just that's what I have to work with, right? And I had to realize that I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I will literally run myself mad doing that. And I did. I did at one point. And I'm just so glad that I no longer look at it as that, comparing myself to others when it comes to just how far along someone else is in their journey, or, am I responding to you guys enough in a certain way, or am I being the creator that I should be to my community, right? And I just, that's something that I'm just so glad that I no longer do, because it was bad, bro. It was bad. Now I guess you can say we're gonna go ahead and get into, I guess, the free ball side of the video, where I kind of just bring everything to a beautiful bow, because that's pretty much all of my notes that I had written down in terms of just everything of what's happened this year, right? So I will say with 2023, from getting my day job and having that content creation, from making videos to live streaming to just shorts and everything like that, to my personal life when it comes to family and everything there. Now there's some negatives in there as well. I just kind of, it's still the same thing, for the most part, when it comes to my family and all that. And financially, health, just everything, bro. When I look back at 2023, I'll say that I had more good things happen than bad, and I'm grateful just that this year was a shift for me. It was a definitive shift for me when it comes to my outlook on my life. Just from content creation, life, just everything, bro. And I'm grateful. All I can say is, man, that thank you guys so much for a wonderful year. Again, I posted I think it was the year on YouTube for 2023. I will say that content creation was the main thing pushing me this year. It was literally, this year for me was work, work, content creation, sleep, repeat. Work, content creation, sleep, repeat. And it got to the point, bro, to where I bought a whole MacBook to edit videos on the job and have them edited, come home, render them out, and then just that was literally my cycle for this year entirely, right? And I know probably some people might say like, geez, bro, like, when are you gonna take a break? I'd say, bro, there were times this year where there were some dry spells, where there were times where I didn't upload, for like 5-6 days at a time. And I think those were times where I was literally in my head, you know, again, like that thing where I was just thinking in my head, like, oh, you know, do people really care? Like this, that, and the third, whatever, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? And that I know that was just the thoughts in my head. I know that there's people that care and there's people that, you know, that love, you know, the videos that I do put out and things like that. And it was just me getting out of my thoughts. But to wrap up this video, I will say that 2023 for me was outstanding. You know, it was great. But 2024 though, I will say there is a lot of things that I want to improve upon. I do want to upload more consistently, more so than what I did this year. I know some people, I have been told, you know, by some people in Discord that, you know, bro, you were already consistent this year. I wasn't consistent enough. I wasn't consistent enough, and I want to be more consistent, bro. So this is one thing I will say. I still share my goals and things that I want to do and things that I have outlooks for into the coming new year, but I keep them close to my chest now for particular reasons, right? Like certain things you don't want to just put out there, right? Because you know you got haters, you got people that be like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. Oh no, 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 no." So, but the other reason being, you know, I just like to keep certain things to myself and then just let my actions speak for themselves. And with that, guys, honestly, that is my 2023 year in review, man. Like I said, not really too much happened this year. You know what I'm saying? I like really there was some bad, but for the most part, coming from where I was coming from in 2022, it was really just going up. You know what I'm saying? From just everything from my life, right? Like just finances, content creation, just everything. Um, it was just good, you know, and I'm happy. I'm way more happier than I was in 2022. Not 2022, excuse me. Yeah, 2022 because this is 20. Jeez, bro. I am way more happier than I was before with this year and just everything that's gone on through this year, right? So but with all that being said, man, thank you guys so much for all of your support in this year and just in general, man, from just coming through to the live streams just to hang out with me, you know, watching the videos, likes, comments, just it just shares everything, bro. It never goes unnoticed, you know what I'm saying? And I am eternally grateful for you guys, man. Each and every single one of you guys, bro. Just everything. And then real quick, I guess some housekeeping. If you guys are not in the Discord server, feel free to join in, man. All of my social media platforms that I'm on are linked in the description box below. So from Discord to Twitter to Instagram to just everything is in the description box below. So feel free to join the Discord server. It's a really tight knit community. We all kind of joke around in there. We all have some good fun and just everything like that. You guys, that way also as well, if you join the Discord, you'll get notified of all the uploads if YouTube doesn't send them to you, from videos to uploads on other platforms, just everything, bro, everything. So, but with all that being said, here is to 2024, man. Again, hopefully you guys have a good New Year's. I wish you guys the best in all of your ventures, just everything, bro. We going up. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading a book right now where it's called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. It goes into depth, man. It's your mindset is everything, and your energy is everything. And I just really just want to have a good positive energy, just real authentic vibe when it comes to, you know, my content and just everything, and you know, the community and just all that. So we going up, bro. Cell Squad, we going up. I wish you guys the best in 2024. Thank you guys so much again. And with all that being said, bro, it has been your boy Drained, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.